Okay.
There you go. I just got the notification.
Okay. Yeah, I'm live now. We're gonna wait for.
Yeah, I gotta charge my mouse and.
We're just gonna. We gotta wait for Skittle Take to come back.
Skittle Taco.
Yes.
My mother.
Yes. My mommy.
Boo, never fucking say that again.
we are live.
Well,
that's the worst part.
Welcome
We're live
stream,
and you
everybody.
just
We're
said
the
that on
wizard
live
is the
stream.
tank, the druid can't tank, and the rogue is the rogue.
And the rogue is the rogue. The rogue isn't sneaky. The druid isn't a tank, and the wizard is.
Boone, you were never ever fucking allowed to say mommy again.
I'm not seeing that.
Ever.
Yeah, I'm live.
Must be on my end.
Must be.
Say it has to be.
That's not a joke, by the way, people. Seriously. Hobgoblin War Wizard. Try it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm scared.
Take the moderately armored feat so that you can use medium armor and shields. Take the Warcaster feat so that you can cast spells while holding those shields. Cast haste on yourself with durable magic actors. So
Why does it say I'm streaming Breakarts to whatever? It's fine. It'll probably it doesn't matter because I know it shows up because it says my changes are saved and everything, and so it should be showing up as the right thing.
Well, if Cosmo says she can see you.
Yeah. I can see me.
I did.
I can see it. All of the things.
I can see me. You look out the window, there's just another you standing in the street.
I can see it.
If I saw another me standing in the street, then I'd reckon I'd have bigger problems on my hands.
Alright.
Wow.
Hello, everybody. My name is Markiplier, and welcome to this D&D one-shot.
Hi, Mark.
Hello. I'm Markiplier.
Guys, it's not Markiplier. He's lying to you. It's a scam.
Shh.
So...
No one has to know.
I mean, he'll hear against my will.
Markiplier, and I am the angriest fucking streamer.
Hello, everybody. My name is PewDiePie. And welcome to my live stream.
Wait, you can't be PewDiePie. He's married and you're gay.
I didn't say I was PewDiePie. I said I was PewDiePie. Very
He's
different
still
person.
Married.
Very different person. Entirely different person. So
he's still married, and it's not a dude that he's married.
So this is a Dungeons and Dragons one shot. Deep Divers of Damuteki.
Scuba diving, boys.
We scuba diving.
We got this, boys.
So you guys are in the port town of Damuteki, which technically also extends into the ocean, but details. Because sea people.
So explain to the folks at home what the one shot like entails and shit.
Yeah.
I was doing that. Thank you. So
more like an introduction for us.
Well, I kind of have to do that to explain what the one shot is about. Basically, this is a treasure hunting one shot, where there's going to be some deep ocean diving, thus the name. So I would presume that you guys are probably from. I would presume that you guys are probably all around here to a certain extent. We're gonna kind of go in a bit of a reverse order from what we have listed here. So, Scout,
Hi.
So most likely you have left your forest home more towards Briarbend, closer to Briarbend, not quite in Briarbend.
Okay.
And you've made your way towards the coast looking for adventure and looking to get out of your mother's shadow. Haven't gotten very too far away yet, per se, doing it.
Mm-hmm.
And most likely, which NPC do you want to be the one to have given you the flyer asking for assistance on a treasure hunt? Would you rather it be the girl with like the wild and crazy hair, kind of looks very frizzy but curly? Or do you
Scout?
or this girl also has like a bad fucking attitude. She carries herself like a badass.
Oh, okay. You did not explain Scout.
No. Do you want that? Do you want her to be the one, or do you want the gentlemanly chameleon frogman to?
Frogman, please.
Okay. So.
Frogman, please, and thank you.
So you meet this gentlemanly bluish green frogman. He is a Siwani. You're familiar with Siwani. They are oftentimes scholars, or oftentimes they are adventurers, or they oftentimes are hunters at home. And he ends up inviting you to join him on this treasure hunt. He is asked for some assistance.
Okay. She will, with big, curious eyes, gladly accept this.
Cue the Steven Universe eyes.
Yeah, she's got the Steven Universe eyes.
Steven Universe star eyes.
She
Yes.
loves adventures.
Here we are in the port town.
Nosh, since she got the Siwani, you're going to have met the woman with the frizzy hair that acts like a fucking badass.
Aye.
She's like, "You look fucking tough, right?"
That's because
If
I
you-
am fucking tough.
Yeah, presumably so. She just throws the flyer at you. It's like, if you need something to do around here, we could use your help with a little bit of undersea treasure hunting.
You had me at sea.
All right then. Meet us at the fucking docks. Time's on the flyer. See you around.
Jesus Christ.
Nosh will go there promptly.
Yes.
Inspect the ship.
Brandy, we already know who ended up giving you your invite.
Yeah.
You're probably, in fact, already at the ship when they show up.
I've been bored out of my fucking mind. Trip, what the fuck? You keep me waiting so long. I have to sit here on my ass doing nothing.
We could do something else while we wait.
Oh my.
Oh my.
I mean, we did that last night. I don't know. I'm still a little bit sore, but I suppose if you really want to,
We can play another round of
he smirks and he leans over, and as he leans over, the frizzy-haired girl shows up with the two of you. It's like, could you two stop making out for like 1 fucking second?
We were not making out. We were flirting. There's a difference.
You were about to.
I should note that Nosh would be waiting on the boarding ramp for permission to come aboard.
The girl whose name is Sanriel, she just kind of starts pushing you on board. Get the fuck on the ship.
Scout having no social manners just walks on board. And she sees Brandy and her eyes get like really big and she like hurries over. Are you a pirate?
Not really, but adventurer, yes. You want to see my bag of holding?
Yes.
I got fun shit. He starts just showing like the little knickknacks and little like, shiny trinkets that he's got in his bag.
She's like very excited.
No, don't stick your head in. There's no air in there.
Wait, what? How? But it's just a bag?
It's because
Could
it's
a bag of
magic
holding?
Bag, lass.
Could a bag like this, could a bag, a regular old bag, carry a short sword, 2 daggers, and this cutesy little short bow?
She like looks at him.
All in one tiny little pack like this? No, I don't think so.
She looks at him. You're amazing.
It's not really that amazing. I mean, you look around hard enough, you'll find one like this.
Nope, you're amazing.
Oh, shut up.
What? She really
I'm
gets upset.
kidding! I'm kidding!
Oh, okay.
You're adorable. You're absolutely adorable. I could pinch your cheeks.
Thanks.
Nosh will approach the captain, give a salute, and introduce himself. Captain Nosh Grolsog of the Goblin Shark. I'm volunteering to serve under ye for this treasure hunt.
The Suwani extends his hand. Captain Troop.
Nosh takes his wrist and gives him the Roman handshake.
Oh, good! Oh, good! Good! He would absolutely know about that. Captain Troop of the Asgardian. A pleasure to meet you. He does not sound like he's from anywhere in Estrella. Neither does Brandy, for that matter.
Yep.
I mean, technically, Nosh isn't from here either. But
No, but you've been around enough. You know what people from Estrella. You know the various accents
we've
of
hunted
Estrella.
enough pirates along these coasts to know how ye people talk.
You're not entirely familiar with Sanriel's accent either, but you've definitely heard other people that talk like her. Hers seems like maybe it's like from the south of Estrella.
You hear a lot of people speak the more time you spend in a port town.
Brandy doesn't sound like. In fact, to give more detail, because if you've been in a port town a while, I feel like you'd probably be aware of this. You haven't heard anyone with an accent like Brandy's before. It's very new. You've heard some people with accents like Treeps though, and they mostly tend to come from the east of Estrella.
I pledge that I'll work to the best of my ability.
And he did tell he did tell Scout, and Sanriel wound up telling you that you guys are that this is that this does involve deep sea diving. This expedition.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Would I be right to assume that you've got water breathing already handled?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Of course.
You've got a shortcut up to the surface.
Mm-hmm. My mother taught me.
Well, it's good to know that I might not be needing my water breathing spell this time around.
Maybe.
I wouldn't count on
Well, I ain't exactly got any water breathing prepared, but then again, I'm gonna be up on the ship while you guys are down under.
Understood.
So are you saying that we do all the dirty work while you sit around?
Basically, is what they're implying.
No. That's what she said. No, I'll be down there with you.
Oh, that's a relief.
Yeah. Hey, you're a lot more mobile in the water, right? He just says as he points over to Treep. Ugh.
I'm pretty well mobile in the water, right? Yes. Not
If
as
we
mobile
ever
as
get a
some,
moment.
but
If we ever get a moment, something I want to try out. And I think you can connect dots because you're a smart frog.
he just kind of smirks a little bit. You do notice that his skin color does change a little bit to get a hint more red in it.
If there's any work that needs doing on the ship before we depart, please let me know.
No need for all that. She's pulling up the anchor. And she's stronger than she looks.
Nosh is going to presume some magical item or perhaps raw power.
Yes.
You see him shit on the high seas. Nothing faces him.
Question.
And she
for
basically...
the DM.
Yes.
Is the crew... who is there more crewmen around on the ship?
Nope.
Dang,
But it's
okay,
not...
never mind.
But yeah, but it's not a big vessel either.
Okay, I was gonna
I
ask.
kind of assumed that it would have been like a small vessel.
Okay, because I was gonna ask if there were more crewmen. I was gonna ask to roll an investigation check to see if there was a male elf around.
You tell you what, we can like recursively roll an investigation check to see if you see a male elf around town.
Okay.
It's awfully broad criteria.
Say it again.
I presume that you're looking for a particular one.
Yes. Let me DM you.
Yeah, no, I gotcha.
Oh yeah, you know who she's looking
Mm-hmm.
for.
Go ahead
If
and
he's
roll that
even still alive.
Go ahead and roll that
You
investigation.
dizzy got it. You dizzy got it. My investigation is +3, so. 12.
No, you didn't see anyone matching his description in town, but you've definitely
Yeah.
heard. But if you did ask around, some people mentioned seeing him at some point. It was many months ago, though.
Okay. Thank you.
Sure. So after the anchor's been pulled up, Samriel literally goes to the side and basically just kind of kicks off to get them going, and rights herself back on the ship. You can tell that this is why she's like the main crew member, as it were. She's very physically capable of doing the dirty work at very high energy. She's almost the opposite of Treep. Like, Treep is very reserved and
And a twink.
accurate. You're not wrong.
Yeah. Woo!
So now you guys head out a little bit more into the water, and technically, and you kind of end up heading out, like, actually a little bit beyond where the actual border of Damuteki is. Well, more than a little bit, like a decent amount. It takes you most of the day in order to get out there. And of course, you guys aren't really going to like do all of this in like the middle of the night. So the sun is setting, and you guys are about where you guys need to be. Sunriel is going to drop anchor and trip.
Question. Well, not question, statement. On the trip over, I'm going to have been ritual casting the Find Familiar spell. Namely, to make it into an octopus.
All right. Your octopus familiar is around the ship. Sunriel I would presume that you're not having the octopus be like on the deck.
What was that? You cut out a bit.
I would presume that you're not having the octopus be on the deck.
Well, it's not crawling around on the deck. No, it's clutching onto my right arm.
Okay.
Because it's less an actual octopus and more the spiritual manifestation of an octopus. That's how familiar it is.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that is not a parrot.
No,
Scout-
no,
Scout-
it is not.
Scout just like runs up to him. He's like, "What's his name?"
Pardon me, I didn't think that far. The one thing I didn't think of, I made this perfect war wizard who's gonna kick so much ass, and I didn't fucking think of a name for the familiar.
You can't call
Always have a name for your familiar. You always do that.
You fool!
I'm disappointed.
Yes. Give me a minute.
Just for that, I'm gonna name him. Fuck you.
No,
Next
no.
time, name your familiars. His name is Steve.
First off, no, that's my name. Secondly,
First off, no. Second off, no. Third off, no.
While he's thinking of a name, Brandy is going to show more of the little odds and trinkets that he found during his 8 years of adventuring to Scout.
Yes, Scout loves this. She will like cling to him and watch him like puff out of his bag. His big eyes.
Treep is, of course, writing in a journal, and you do notice that Treep does have, like, this stone with him at all times. It's got, like, these carvings on it, and the carvings seem to glow.
I would have seen
Brand-
that before when we started, right?
Yes, Brandy, you know exactly what that stone is. But...
may I make an Arcana check?
Sure!
What are my spells?
Not proficient in Arcana, but a +4 to intelligence is a good thing. I'm gonna assume that this uses the exclamation point as opposed to the slash.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that's a 5.
No.
Well, at least you get to make it look fancy.
It's a fancy looking rock. It's a real fancy
First
looking
roll
rock.
of a game, and it's a nat 1.
To be fair, it's not surprising for you to not already know what this is. So,
I don't believe I'm familiar with that particular type of magic.
I suppose not. It is rather archaic.
And this is a ruby that I found in the depths of a tomb of an ancient king.
It's so pretty.
It's not. It's actually something that he stole at a store once.
Roll a deception check.
Hell yeah! You want to roll an insight, Scout?
I'm rolling insight.
That's a 21.
Oh, 19, dang it.
Yes!
Dang it.
I am a master liar!
She has the Steven Universe eyes.
I'm gonna have Treep roll an insight.
Do it. Do it.
I kind of want him to do it at advantage.
Because, the two of them have a history. I'd agree with that. Yeah.
My attention is focused squarely on the man.
He's like, Treep is like, really?
Yes. Yes, really.
Huh.
What, you think you think that I exclusively adventure with you?
No, I already know that you don't. You told me about
Yeah,
it.
you get jealous every time I leave.
Sanriel just can't help but smirk. Look, somebody's gotta let his wild side out every now and again.
Yeah, shame that I'm not here 24/7.
Yeah, shame you're not. He's a stick in the mud most of the time.
I mean, if you're not too picky, I'm just saying.
Oh yeah, no, I already know.
Yeah. Just know the door's open. In any case, so this is that ruby, and this is a candlestick that I found in a castle filled with vampires. I'm rolling another deception check because
I'm gonna roll another. You know what? Fuck you. I'm rolling another insight.
That's a 19 on deception?
Guess what?
Uh-huh.
22.
Hey,
You got
hey,
me too! You got
hey,
me!
hey, guess who critted their insight? He's like,
She looks at the candle.
when would...
And she looks at Brandy. She's like, "Are you lying to me?"
No! Why would I lie to such a cute face?
No, he's absolutely lying. You didn't take any candles from that.
She immediately
Imagine.
starts like tearing up. Why would you lie to me?
See what you've done, Treep. You've broken the poor girl's heart. Here it is.
I'm
I
not
was
the-
telling a fantastic, and you ruined it. Way to go,
Sanriel
Frontboy.
crosses her arms like, yeah, Trip, way to fucking go. She absolutely calls him Trip all the time. All the time.
Nosh is just gonna glare at the swashbuckler.
Why would you lie to me?
Then he's gonna take a quick glare over at the druid, and then back to the swashbuckler.
Look, I'm sorry. I just wanted to tell you something like, fantastical, super amazing stories and all that. I mean, some of these I really did find in actual ruins. Some of them I just thought looked really cool.
It's okay.
You're not mad?
No, I'm not mad.
Okay, I'm sorry. Here,
Captain,
and he just gives her like a silver neck.
So pretty.
That one I didn't get from an actual tomb.
It's pretty. Thank you. And she puts it on.
so Captain, is night diving planned on the itinerary? Because, speaking from experience, I don't recommend it.
I don't either. We've brought supplies. We've brought supplies to be able to have dinner, and it's preparing.
Be dark enough down there. Don't need it on every level.
How you fucking cook this shit? I'll be right back. No, that's that because I understand everything is fucking going on. It's perfectly fine. What the fuck you think?
I mean, I know how to cook. I can help you.
Great! Sounds
Because
fantastic.
anything is better than the slop that she's been serving for the past 2 days.
Or for the past 2 years.
Yes, so the scout will go down to help make dinner.
I should have
Nosh
cooked.
is slowly starting to. It's slowly starting to dawn on Nosh that he's probably the most mature person on this boat, barring the ultimate badass lady.
Excuse you, Scout had to basically raise herself in the woods, so,
Aye, and she broke down crying at the thought of someone lying to her.
she has no social skills. Shut up.
Treep is mature. He's very mature.
Mm-hmm. He certainly is.
Oh my god. Scarlet. Brandy, you hoe.
Hey, listen. I know.
I thought what we had
I would-
was
I-
special.
I would like to remind you that Brandy was flirting with Trip and flirting with Sanriel all during this, and kinda with Scout too.
I mean, the frog I understand, and Plexus lasts for days.
The big burly girl? Please let her step on me. By the way, young lady, I don't think I got your name.
Oh, me?
Yes.
Oh, a scout. Scout Eilrora.
Brandy Alexander. Adventurer
pleasure.
extraordinaire.
A pleasure.
Oh my god, I am.
She gives him like the cutest smile and then hurries down to go with dinner.
I almost wish I included Kair in this one shot.
You fool!
God damn it. If I ever okay, can we agree that if you and I are ever playing in a campaign and we have the opportunity to do it, Brandy and Kair. Adventurers extraordinaire.
Oh, fuck yeah!
Cause Kair introduces himself that way all the time. Every time. On the name Scout, I'm going to have your captain perform a history check. Or on Scout's name, not the name Scout, but more
okay.
so.
On Scout Eilrora.
Eilrora. I've heard that name before.
What did you get on the history check?
26.
Oh yeah, he's definitely heard about her and her mom.
Your mother is quite well known for her medical practice.
She kind of like looks down to the side. She was.
I am sorry for your loss.
It's alright, it happened years ago.
You must be a pretty talented doctor, though.
She taught me everything I know.
It'll be good to have you aboard.
Thank
Speaking
you.
of everything we know, I'm going to send puckers down here to scout out the area. At least within
my
the
gosh, you
first
named
100 feet.
Oh my gosh, you named him Puckers. I love him already.
Yeah, so I'm gonna let him slide off my arm and into the blue. And I'm going to be using my action for the next few whiles to see through his eyes while I'm on the deck of the ship.
Go ahead and roll me the first perception check up on that.
Perception.
With the octopus modifier.
With the octopus's modifier, yeah.
I don't know what the modifier for an octopus is. Hold on.
Look it up!
Doing it now.
Knowing what, like... Ah!
So aggressive.
I Brandy.
Listen, Brandy's excited.
Did you have your morning coffee yet, Scarlet?
No, I got soda. I don't have any coffee. Coffee's gonna take a while to make.
Passive perception
Okay.
is 12, so that would mean. Okay, so it's +2.
Yep.
I was probably gonna make some hot tea later because I've already had 2 cups of coffee already.
Ooh.
That'll be a
Yeah,
6.
I bought
Holy
some.
shit.
I
That'll
bought
be a
some
what now?
nice-
I rolled a 6. My stats are being balanced out by my rolls.
Yeah. They don't find anything at the moment. Scout, are you proficient in cooking utensils?
Nikes, no, she's proficient in herbs.
Okay, then go ahead
But-
and... But?
Oh, no, never mind, go ahead.
Then go ahead and roll me an intelligence check with advantage because Sanriel is helping you.
Hell yeah. Nat 20. I don't need to roll again. That's a natural
So-
20, so 23, baby.
So I'm gonna look something up real quick. So that meal was so good that hang on, I got this,
Yes.
fam.
I got you, fam.
So that meal was so good that everyone gets a D12 of Bardic Inspiration die.
A D what?
A D12.
D12.
Oh, fuck yes.
It lasts until you use it.
Fuck yes. Did you
Hey,
like it?
Hey, Captain, can I ask you a really, really important question?
Of course. What is it?
Can we keep her? Please.
I mean,
She's adorable, she cooks, and she's a doctor.
She's not bad.
Well, if you don't want her, I'd be inclined to hire her.
Never. I will fight you.
Did you not like it?
Actually,
I'll take it.
well, we'll
Should-
we'll certainly see how well she performs on this particular mission. It'd be very possible for us to keep her around.
So, was that a challenge to a duel there, swashbuckler?
Could be a duel, could be an arm wrestling match. Which one do you want?
Arm wrestling. Let's try that one.
You're on, old man.
This seems like
I'm 25. Secondly, I'm a wizard.
this does not seem like a good idea.
When have I ever made good decisions, Treeb?
Just making sure you know.
No, I know. I know.
All right.
Just know that it's the regular occurrence.
Alright.
Sometimes Brandy listens to Treep. Other
Sometimes.
times. Other times.
Other times, not so much.
Other
I'm gonna
times.
assume we're gonna make this an athletics check.
Yeah, we're gonna make this a contested athletics check.
All right. Oh no.
28.
What did you do?
Oh no.
Oh no,
So the arm wrestling match
I
starts,
got a
and
10. I got a 10.
oh no.
so the arm wrestling match starts, and just boom, and it's over.
I would
Sanriel laughs hysterically.
Can I have a rematch,
Oh, sure, let's try that one again.
please?
Can
Let's
I
do it.
try? Can I try?
Soon as the moment
Sanriel
starts.
laughs harder.
Save face. How many allies do I have? 4, so that'll make it 16.
22.
So it's a much closer contest, but this time Brandy manages to actually win. And Sanriel suddenly stops laughing.
What
the
was that,
fuck?
Sanriel? What was that, Sanriel? What was that?
fuck?
I'm so sorry. I couldn't hear you over the sound of my winning.
Once more, best of 3.
Let me try. Can I try?
One more round, and then you can have a turn. Promise.
Okay. All right.
19.
11. Fuck.
So it's not as one-sided as the first one, but you do end up going down. It's a little bit more similar to the second time y'all did it. You clearly got used to it, and you're not as weak as. It's like, tell you what, girl, and Sanriel holds an arm out. It's like, you're feeling fucking dangerous, then I'll arm wrestle you.
Okay. Okay. And she sits down.
This should be fun.
It's athletics, correct?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. 21.
23. So Scout manages to hold her own, but Sanriel does end up pinning her down. She's like, that was unexpected. Let's fucking go again. She doesn't like the fact that you challenged her.
Scout.
24.
22. So you managed to win, and she just goes, again! And this time, her eyes are almost glowing red.
Okay.
I'll put 5 copper on the big one.
23. My athletics is +6.
4 gold.
She-
on the
she-
little one.
23 for me.
Okay, so 23 for you. She activated a rage, so she had advantage.
What?
And she got 28. Just go.
Bullshit.
Yeah! Treep was like, Congratulations, you managed to beat a small girl at arm wrestling.
She sits up. You look angry. Are you angry?
I fucking wonder!
Okay, yeah, lady. Hey, big girl. Showing the angry face. People don't like the angry face, remember?
People don't like the angry face they show.
She does wind up calming down and grumbling and going back to her food.
Scout just smiles. That was fun. We should do it again sometime.
Treep's color goes a little bit more pale at the thought of them doing that again.
Yeah, me too, Treep.
What? Huh?
Never mind.
What do you mean?
My skin changes. You're somewhat familiar with Sawani, so you probably already know that their skin changes color.
Yes.
Oftentimes in response to emotions.
Okay.
But they can also change it. They can also change it manually to blend into their environment.
Got it. Are you okay?
He's fine. He's just a little nervous.
Yeah, fine.
Nervous
Just a
about
little
what?
nervous. You know, if you need some time to relax, I'm just saying.
Nosh leans over to Brandy. You owe me 10 gold, like you said.
I said 4 gold.
4 gold, then.
Fine. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm trying to flirt here.
Oh, well, if you want to flirt, we could always show off our martial prowess.
I don't. No, thank you.
I'm. Wait a second.
Just a little
just,
casual fencing.
No, like it's you can like see the wheels start turning. Oh,
Oh,
that's what you mean.
A little
And her
sword
face.
duel between sailors.
And her face just immediately burns red. Oh.
It's like, I think me and Brandy are more interested in a different sort of sword duel at the moment.
Oh.
Sanriel rolls her eyes. It's like, gay.
Aye, that is.
I mean, if you wanted.
The open sea. Merriment is short on hand.
I mean, listen, Silas, if you wanted to join in, you're more than welcome to. As I've said, the door is open.
She just walks up to Brandy. Is like, you sure you can handle that?
I'm not so sure if Scout can handle this right now. I'm a little worried for her.
I
Tell you
can't
what.
do anything.
Tell. Hold on. Tell you what. How about we have Brandy roll a quick charisma saving throw?
Okay.
Oh boy, oh boy.
I'm surrounded by perverts.
13.
Well, it's a good thing she rolled pretty low on her thing. You're not as affected by that as she was probably hoping you would be.
You're adorable.
Just a huff of air out of the corner of her mouth. She's still up in your face.
Brandy gives her a peck on the lips and just walks off.
Treep is going to follow Brandy at the moment.
I think he likes you. Or am I
Okay.
wrong?
Okay, so I guess you don't really know Brandy. I'm gonna let you in on a little bit of a secret.
I just met him today.
He
What's the
likes.
secret? I like secrets.
He likes. It's not really a secret. Brandy likes a lot of people.
Uh-huh.
He's a slut.
Oh.
Careful, Scout. Brandy's got a liking to you, too.
Blush.
Sanriel would probably point that out. It's like, he's gonna look into you too. Kind of
And then her face
surprised.
just goes red again. What?
Kind of surprised he's interested in me though. The big sorts ain't normally his type.
Huh.
Anyway, whatever. We should probably get some kind of shut eye.
Yeah, perhaps.
Right, get in the bunks then. I'll see y'all in the morning.
Good night.
Unsurprisingly, Brandy and Trip probably share a bunk.
Yep.
Slut.
I mean, he's not denying it.
Yeah. And in the morning, Sanriel is just banging on everyone's door. Wake up!
Sam just falls out of bed.
Suns
Radio.
up, guns up, boys!
Brandy like immediately starts going to the door. Yeah, nothing on him, by the way. Just opens the door, sees Silas is like, can you give us at least 5 minutes before you have barrels bearing down at us?
I'd like to think that she's like pounding on the door, and at one point she ends up knocking on his head when he opens the door.
Ends up what? I'm sorry.
Knocking on his head, like. In fact, what's your AC?
14.
A fucking joke.
What's your AC without armor?
10 plus dex, so 13.
Yeah. Wait, no. 10 plus dex. Yeah, so 13. Yeah.
Oh, she rolled a 14. That's fancy. So she ends up like hitting you in the noggin.
Ow, ow,
If you
ow,
need it, you
ow.
beat it.
Sorry.
Yeah, you might wanna, like, give us like 5 minutes.
Whatever you say, Cream Puff. And she like looks you up and down. And is like, not bad. And moves on.
Nosh will emerge from his
Yeah, get a
cabin
good look.
Nosh will emerge from his cabin with his spells fully prepared.
Scout is up and ready for adventure. Big smile on her face.
Since I was
Morning,
informed
Nosh.
that water breathing would be handled, I've decided not to prep it for today. So let's try to keep it that way.
Yeah, so she is up and ready to go, and she goes over to Nosh. Morning, Nosh.
Morning, Loss.
Sleep well?
Indeed.
Are you ready to go deep sea diving?
Well, not quite yet. Pucker
How
still
come?
needs to do another scouting run. Figure that with the light better, he might see better.
Can I see him?
I mean, he's hanging off the arm.
Oh, I didn't know that. He's so cute.
Aye, don't let him fool ya. That beak can break open a crab shell. And with that, Pucker will... He would motion nipping, but as you might know, familiars can't actually declare an attack.
Yep.
Wow.
So I guess he'll puff up his mantle a bit.
So exciting.
Take it you don't have much experience with deep sea life.
She probably doesn't.
Oh, wait.
It
say
does.
again?
It does.
I take it you don't have much experience with deep sea life.
I mean, I was born and raised in the forest.
So that's a no then.
Not a... yeah.
It
Well,
takes
no
probably.
shame in it.
It takes probably about 30 minutes for Treep to end up coming out. Brandy probably knows some of what he's doing during that time.
Mm-hmm.
Nosh will salute the captain and stand at attention.
At ease.
Nosh will nod and set Puckers down to do another scouting run.
I'm not used to being around someone with discipline.
That'll be another 6. Puckers ain't seeing shit.
No.
Treep, you have no idea how easy you've handed this to me. You've handed this to me, and you're making it so easy for me. I'm trying very hard not to. I'm trying really hard to be a good boy.
That's odd because you were screaming about what a bad boy you were last night.
I mean, yeah? Which is why I'm switching it up this morning.
Fair enough.
To be fair, that somewhat includes myself. He's smart enough to be self-aware about his own flaws.
Yep.
Well, I've got my water breathing ready.
He just starts, Brandy starts kind of sitting over at the edge of the deck, just sitting on the railing, and just like ready to swig down the potion of water.
I'm thinking you should save that as a last resort, just in case the spell.
I mean, it
will
lasts
then raise
24
the proper
hours,
mantle.
so...
Aye, so does the spell.
Scout will go over to the railing and look out at the ocean. So pretty.
And we're gonna be in that.
We're going to be balls deep in that, as it were.
Well, more than balls deep.
Aye, deeper than balls deep.
So she takes her hand and she moves. For context, her hair covers her eyes, so she takes her hand and she like pushes her bangs up. She has like these really pretty ocean blue eyes. She just looks out at the ocean.
Brandy takes mental note.
My mother always told me that my father was a sailor, but I never got to meet him.
Do you think he's still out there?
Oh god, game day. Are the Browns playing? Have fun, Dad. Sorry, it is the start of football season and my dad is very excited.
Are you ready for some football?
God.
My father always told me that came wandering to the house one day, needing healing, and one thing led to another, and then he was just gone one day.
I mean,
So
I
he
had
could
a way
still be
to
out there.
things.
Perhaps. I'm hoping.
I mean, I had a way to things.
So, just to be clear, does everyone already have a method of breathing water? Like, is the spell even presently necessary? Because I've got me cloak, you've got a potion.
I recently was able to cast water breathing as a ritual, so I can not expend the little ability to cast spells that I have. Rune Seekers do not have as much magic as someone like a wizard would. We're more like warlocks in that sense.
I see. And you lass, you got the ability to breathe underwater sorted?
Mm-hmm.
Well then, I guess you won't need to worry about your ritual for the most part.
I've already used it on myself once. Brandy, do you need?
Okay.
I mean, I got the potion, but if you think that she can help me save it, then that works. Whatever works. Whatever floats your boat.
Nosh will jump off the side of the ship. First.
Just
Right, I guess we're not waiting another 10 minutes for that. Okay.
And
To be
Scout
fair,
just
that was
jumps
my
in
fault.
after Scout just jumps in after Nosh. She's like, what do I do? Yay! Just jumps in.
So you're gonna guess a spell or what? 3, 2, 1.
Well, Trip doesn't have time to cast a spell as a ritual, and it's not a good idea to do it as not a ritual, because 4 spell slots. We water boys.
With that last bit of the countdown, Brandy takes a swig of the potion of water breathing and then just dives headfirst,
All right.
leaning back.
And as you go in, you actually roll perception real quick. I want to see if you see this.
Okay. That's not bad. 17 plus 5.
Well,
Okay, on your way down, you do see that Sanriel winds up pushing Treepy.
You said perception. Sorry, I'm like out of it this morning. Perception to 18 for me.
Yeah, you guys wind up seeing that Sanriel pushes Treepy.
Scout is trying to not enough.
Nosh then starts flying through the water with his cloak.
Yeah, he's got a swim speed of 60, and Treep only has a swim speed of 30. It's like, wait a minute, wait, I know what we're looking. Hold on.
Just getting me sea legs back under me. Just circling the group.
I will be right back.
Okay.
All right. We're waiting for her to come back. Thank you guys for the few viewers we have. I'm sure that it'll be more viewers later when this is a VOD.
Well, it only took us an hour and a half to finally get into the fucking ocean.
Well, really only an hour from the proper start, but from the actual start, but you know, because we started a little bit later than that. So
Yeah.
I was expecting it to take a little bit to get started, because you know social interactions tend to be really fun in my.
I mean, they're fun, so
Yeah.
you know.
And they tend, and in mine they tend to go on for a little while because people just enjoy talking to each other and the characters that I've made so much that they end up doing it for a while, and it makes me happy, but also
I will note that Nosh has left his spellbook on board the ship. It is not of the enduring variety, so it cannot handle being underwater.
you know that means you can't cast more spells, right?
I already have my spells prepped for the day. I expect to return to that ship, and thus to my book.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure a wizard has to.
I can cast whatever spells I have based on what I have memorized. That's just what the spells I have prepared.
I have returned.
Looking it up just to make sure.
If not, I should have an arcane focus.
From your
I do
spellbook,
believe that
okay.
he is correct.
Yeah, he's right.
In the event that a wizard loses their spellbook, they are effectively reduced to whatever spells they had prepared at the time.
Okay, thank you.
All right, so you're kind of circling around the group. Treep is like, Treep is able to speak, because has the water breathing. And we're going to hand wave it being it being garbled. We're not going to do that. Because yeah, with none of you speaking Aquan, it doesn't. Or correction, with only one of you speaking Aquan, it wouldn't work otherwise.
Yes, that's me. Hello, hi.
He's going to he's going to say, we need to go more towards the floor. The supposed sunken temple is down there.
I see.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you know me.
Just be sure to descend in short bursts. We don't want to get the bends now.
Mm-hmm.
Same principle for rising. Make sure to take a 10-minute break in between each couple meters you...
I know how to swim, Nosh. I'll be fine. Thank
I'm
you for the
explaining it to the
concern.
lass who doesn't have her sea legs.
Fair
Don't
enough.
want her to get nitrogen poisoning. The bins is a horrible way to live.
Indeed.
Yep.
So you guys start making your way down, being careful while doing so, making sure. Scout, do you turn into anything?
No, she won't since she's not as familiar with sea creatures. She wouldn't really.
Okay.
I'm
I mean,
just
you
trying.
can always mimic an octopus. You've seen that.
Yeah, you've seen an
This is
octopus.
Sure. I will change into an octopi.
Yeah, because that was that. I was guessing that was going to be your method of doing water breathing.
Yes. Yeah, let's do that. Octopi.
So 30 minutes of going down further into the water. I need everyone, including your familiar, to roll perception.
Got it.
Perception. Okay.
That's not bad. 19.
Ooh,
No.
19.
That'd be
19.
No,
19 for me
natural
as well.
20 for Nosh.
Okay.
There we go. I put it in rolling room.
And plus 2. 14 for Puckers.
Puckers.
All we really need is the natural 20. You
All
do.
we need is low.
So, you do wind up seeing that there are.
Is there a what?
That
Yeah,
there's.
cut out there.
Sorry. That there's a group of merfolk down there. They don't look as merfolk typically do. And they're clearly of 3 different types of merfolk. But as I said, they don't look as merfolk typically do.
Mm-hmm.
They look more sinister, and in fact it almost looks like they look like they look, how do I explain this?
Like Sahuagin.
No, they're clearly like merfolk, but they're dressed a certain way. They seem to be speaking, and then they look over and notice you,
Oh boy.
and just narrow their eyes. And I would like for everybody to roll a religion check. Scout, you will do so
Okay.
with disadvantage.
Dang. Okay. I mean that makes sense.
16.
All right.
11.
9 for me.
All right, Scout, you very clearly don't know what that means.
Yeah.
Brandy, you can tell these aren't friendly, for sure. And if none of you passed, Troop would end up explaining what's going on.
Okay. Yeah.
Nosh, you know that you did end up passing the DC for this. You know that these worship Kraken.
Great. Bloody squid heads. Isn't that right, Puckers? And Puckers bubbles viciously. Bubbles intensify furiously.
You guys don't wind up being surprised. They are about 60 feet away from you. Roll initiative.
Oh god. Oh boy.
Fuck.
16.
Shnikes.
This is my initiative.
That's mine.
Okay. Let's look at what I got here.
No.
Right, Puckers rolls his own initiative.
Yeah.
Take it that it's going to be based off an octopus. +2 to initiative. Oh.
Oh.
Wow. Puckers goes first.
Great. Good. I'm glad.
I'm very glad.
The friggin' octopus goes first. Right.
Alright.
McFriggin.
Hackers.
Wow, you guys lucked out slightly.
Mm-hmm.
We did?
So here's the initiative order.
Oh boy.
Did they all roll natural ones?
No.
I wish. Then
The initiative order is right
then
here
we
on the
would be
rolling
really
order.
lucky.
Yeah, the initiative order's right here. I'm gonna pin it.
Shush.
So first is Puckers.
Puckers is going to swim over to Brandy and hold its action to help Brandy with whatever they have in mind.
Okay.
This is under orders from Nosh via telepathy.
Right. So now it's Merfolk 2's turn. Merfolk 2 is swimming towards you guys with its speed of 30 feet.
Oh boy.
And those of you who speak Aquan will recognize it's saying that will be able to understand what it says to you.
Okay.
And it will say,
So-
say, "You there, halt!" And I didn't put Treep in the initiative order for a reason, by the way. So,
Guys, stop! Stop!
and now it is Nosh's turn.
Nosh will hold his action.
Maybe there's a way we can talk out of this. I'm certainly hoping.
Merfolk 1's turn. So Merfolk 1 is going to move forward 30 feet. And let me just look up the range of the spell to make sure that I can do this. Oh yeah, no, I absolutely can. I'm just gonna roll to see who he targets with this. Ah, wrong thing. Oh, lovely. And that merfolk has its eyes on Treep.
Oh boy. Yes, no.
And sort of this like squirming mass of tentacles appears near where Treep is.
Counterspell.
All right, that uses your reaction.
Yep.
So it starts to, and then it just rescinds, and Treep nods a thanks to you, not fully having time to, at this moment, to properly thank you, because we're in the middle of stuff's happening. Scout!
Hi. Oh boy. Okay. I am going to... Where is it? Where is it? Give me just a second. I'm going to cast Control Water. Let me pull up the spells. That's a 4th level spell, so... Control Water.
We could just talk to them.
But we gotta keep them away from us.
I mean, we can...
Freestanding water inside an area you choose that is a cube up to 100 feet on a side. You can choose from any of the following effects when you cast a spell. I'm going to cast Control Water and Redirect Flow.
It's not really
push...
flowing water, per se.
Well, like, to push them back.
Yeah, but it says you cause flowing water to move in a direction you choose.
Oh, right, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. Remember, first time druid. I have no idea what I'm doing.
You're fine.
You're fine.
So yeah, she's gonna cast Control Water to push them back.
I have 2 power surges right now.
How are you pushing them back?
Shnikes. Give me a second. Amazing effect. Cast a spell.
2 of them are 30 feet away from you.
Okay, 2 of them are 30 feet away.
Mm-hmm.
She's going to...
The other one is 60 feet away from you.
Okay, she's gonna change back to her normal form. And take her... Let me see, I have it in here. I promise I have a rough idea of what I'm doing. She's gonna take out her staff and she's gonna swing it. And there'll be a flow of water that pushes the one that's 30 feet away back to 60 feet. No, wait, no, not 60 feet. At least push him. How far away can I push him back?
What is it that you're doing? Because, again, redirect flow doesn't work if the water isn't flowing.
I want to push the one that's closest to us back, if that's possible.
With what?
Oh, well, fuck, never mind then.
Is there no
Yeah,
current?
We just... I'm so sorry.
You're fine. You're fine.
Like...
It's okay. We're just trying to figure this out.
Yeah.
Like, there's... Like, it's not enough of a current to, like, move you guys around. If that was the
so
case,
it's
then
not strong enough.
Right. And you're also at the bottom of the ocean. Like...
This is very true.
I don't, like... If it were strong enough to where, like... I was having you guys move at the end of the turn, then I would say yes, you can do this, but it's not strong enough where it's doing that. So
Okay. Can I?
I will say that you can. One thing you can do, if I'll go ahead and make a recommendation.
Mm-hmm.
You can create a whirlpool to get them to pull them back. To pull them back 10 feet at the very least.
Okay, yeah, then I will...
Can I also make a suggestion?
Yes, please. I take all suggestions.
Brandy is going to whisper over to Scout and just basically say, like, maybe we can talk to them.
Perhaps.
I mean, you speak Aquan, right?
I do.
Maybe we can come to an agreement. Just tell them we're humble explorers, you know? I mean, it's not necessarily a lie, now is it?
Okay, I want to try to talk to them then.
Okay, what are you going to say?
What would you like? Is there something you would like me to roll, like persuasion or charisma?
It depends on what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay. Scout puts her hands up. We don't want to fight. We're just explorers. We mean no harm.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and roll persuasion on that.
Okay. 13.
gonna have them roll
Okay.
a charisma saving. I'm gonna have like the best charisma of theirs roll a charisma saving throw.
Okay.
Just to make to where they're not fucking fighting each other.
Yeah.
And that would happen to be the one who's the furthest away.
Mm.
And that one says back in Aquan. Lies, you're here. Lies, you are only down here to steal from us.
But no, we're not. I promise.
Since you rolled for it, that would be your action, so it is now Brandy's turn.
Okay.
Brandy is going to hold his action in case in case the merfolk decide to attack. He is going to hold his action to attack back.
Morning.
They have baths in what?
Yeah, I can do that.
But yeah, that's what Brandy's gonna do. He's gonna hold his action.
All right. So now it is the turn of Merfolk number 3. Gonna move forward 30 feet. And they are going to...
Yikes for Chief.
And they are going to, like, bellow out. And that was the one who spoke before. It's like, leave this place and stay away from the temple. And it is loud. And I am going to need everybody to roll a charisma saving throw.
Oh boy. 18.
Not bad. That is a 15.
Okay.
I've already used my reaction, so...
This is a saving throw.
Yes, I've already used my reaction, is what I'm saying. Which means I cannot use the arcane deflection for the +4 bonus.
Oh, I rolled that in the wrong room. Oh well. It's out in the open, though. So you guys know what Treep rolled.
That'll be a 7.
Okay! So... You and Treep both get affected by this. At the moment, you are both frightened for 1 minute.
Alright, I'll be right back.
The voice just booms and almost rattles your bones. As it were. But it is now... It is now Pucker's turn.
Did Puckers need to make the fear saving throw too? I'm thinking you would have.
Okay, I'm back, sorry. So, just a heads up, I have to go take my dogs to the groomers soon, so I have to leave in now. So sorry.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's okay.
Like, this was just thrown on me like 5 minutes.
Yeah, so Puckers ain't doing so hot either.
So, are we rolling something else?
No, that was the fear saving throw. I didn't roll
Oh, okay.
Puckers.
Got it.
Well, Puckers, what are you gonna do, buddy?
Fear spell. Puckers is gonna swim his ass backwards.
It doesn't force you to go elsewhere, by the way, but Or, well, you can't move closer to the source, but...
Yeah. And, yeah. So, yeah, Puckers is swimming his ass backwards.
Which means he's also leaving Brandy's side. Oh no.
Yeah.
And by the way, Brandy, you guys do notice that Treat goes kind of pale when this shit happens. So it
Brandy just looks
is.
over to Scout, and Brandy's gonna look over to Scout and just basically say, like, I think we might have to push our way through.
Oh, Pucker does
You
at the
really
end
think
of its
so?
turn. Pucker does at the end of its turn, or Puckers gets to make another saving throw.
Oh, joy. That'll be a 12.
No, that doesn't pass. It only lasts for a minute
Oh,
regardless.
It's got -3 charisma.
Yeah. So it is the second Merfolk's turn. Who would you guys say is at the front line right now?
Well, normally that would be
Certainly
not.
Scout.
Uh,
Certainly not Scout.
I
She
think
is-
at this point, it's both Brandy and Scout,
Yeah, it's true.
because like
Not
she's
'cause it's moved
translating.
Yet.
Yeah, she's.
Okay. So this Merfolk is going to make her way towards Scout.
Okay.
And going to stop like slightly away from you. And you're going to feel some electricity kind of ripple through the
Oh, no.
water. And it is launching a magical attack.
Oh no.
Can I make a reaction to possibly attack her in retaliation?
She did not move within range for that because her attack has a reach of 5 feet.
Okay. How far off is she from me?
Well, if you guys are both in the front lines, she'd be like 10 feet away from you.
Okay.
What is your AC, Scout?
At 11.
So a joke.
Yeah, a joke. Basically.
That'll hit.
I had a feel. How bad?
And you take 27 thunder damage.
27. Okay.
That's not good.
That's.
Wait, are you sure that I can't use my reaction? Cause like, she's like right in front of me.
She is 10 feet away. The attack has a reach of 5 feet, therefore she can be further.
Yeah.
She can be further away. There can be a
It's
5 foot
on.
square between her and Scout.
We tried.
I don't know. I don't know if I agree
It's-
with that,
it's-
but okay.
It's okay. I still have some.
Not your turn anyway, sis. You'll get your chance.
I mean,
And-
I know
and-
that it's not my turn, but I said that I was holding my action. And I was reacting.
Yeah, but if she's not within range, she's not within range.
It's okay, Scarlet. Remember, I still have like a fuck ton of potion.
I mean, I know. I'm just
And
saying.
My prayer
Trying to
beads.
nosh on this fool anyway.
Yeah, it's Nosh's turn.
Yeah, so I'm gonna swim about 40 feet back and cast Finger of Death on
Jesus
the one
Christ.
that just zapped my comrade.
Jeez.
That'll
Wouldn't
be
you have to get
Constitution-
close to that?
No,
Finger of
he
Death
can
has
move
40
away.
feet.
He can move away as a.
Constitution saving throw, spell save DC is 17.
Alrighty. barely passes it.
Ooh.
All right. Well, they take.
You did that wrong. Didn't put a space.
That'll be 23 damage anyway.
Yeah, that's good. Oh, I don't need to scroll up there. So 23 damage regardless. Do you have any bonus actions you would like to do?
Use the rest of my movement to go another 20 feet back.
Mm-hmm.
And then... Well, I guess now I get to make my saving throw.
Yep.
Another charisma save?
Yep.
18.
You pass it this time.
Nice.
You're gonna regret that, boy.
I'm a girl. Says it awkward.
You'll be dead is what you'll be.
She says she's a girl. She's like trying to shake off. She said she's a girl.
She'll be dead is what she'll be.
So it's Merfolk 1's turn. Merfolk 1 is going to move again where there's a 5-foot square between him and...
Finger of Death spell was supposed to be 7d8, and the rolling room says it was a d20. Can I try that again?
Oh yeah,
Still
absolutely.
half damage, but...
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, do that.
Okay, so it's actually 30 damage, but...
That's still good. That's still good for like a past save.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
So
it's a high-level spell.
So the other merfolk is going to move towards Brandy. A 5-foot square away.
Okay. I can't, like, I don't know. I mean, I'm still holding my action to react if he attacks, so...
Which there isn't really much of a reaction you can have when they... Because, again, it's a reach of 5 feet, so they can be further away.
I mean, I could use my short bow if that helps. I don't know how well
Yeah,
that will
that probably should have been something you said from the start, because
Yeah,
I think that
hey,
would count.
Steven, maybe, like, you know, not...
I think that just would have counted from
Steven,
both your cases.
stop.
Steven. Wait a second.
Yeah.
We're here to have D&D. We're here to have...
Yeah, so...
Hell yeah.
And this is number 1, so they actually... What is your AC, Brandy?
Well, if I'm using my reaction with my short bow, does that mean that I can't attack first? Or...
You can
go ahead. Sorry,
you can attack. You can attack first. Technically, what's going to happen is you guys attack at the same time.
I almost forgot. Don't forget, because I did that. I had that good roll. Cooking. We all have D12 Bardic Inspiration.
Yeah.
It's true. I'm gonna use that right now.
Use your Bardic Inspiration.
Alright, so I'm going to try and, yeah, I'm gonna try and aim for his shoulder, see if I can dislocate it with an arrow.
What'd you get?
What?
What'd you get?
Not only was there a
a 1 on the d12. But also a natural 1.
By the way, because it's a ranged attack and it's not on the list of weapons that don't get disadvantage, it would actually have disadvantage. So,
Well, you can't do much worse than that.
This is going in dice jail.
Gay baby jail.
so you like fire the short bow and it just like floats slowly as soon as it leaves the bow.
That's
Yeah, Scout just goes over.
embarrassing.
So what's your
You
AC?
gobsmacked bilge rat.
Scout just like pats Brandy. It's okay.
And can I... Okay. Okay. Yeah, 14.
Just hits. So you take 27 thunder damage as your
Great.
or
No, that's
as
fine.
you're shot.
So it's 27?
27, yes.
Yeah, okay.
The good news is that it is now Scout's turn.
It is. All right. What's the situation? Who? Let me look at my spells. Let's see what I got. Does anyone need healing?
You and Brandy have both taken 27.
Yes.
Okay, I am going to go to. There we go. Jeez, this microphone. I am going to. I'm gonna go to cast Cure Wounds.
Okay.
Give me just a second.
Would you like to cast it with a higher spell slot?
With the what now?
With a higher
To the
spell
higher
slot.
spell level.
Yes, let's do that. So then, second level increases by 1d8 for each slot spell above. So, let's go at my skill. My spell modifier is +8, so I'm gonna cast it at level 3. So that's d6. $20. You get 20 hit points back.
Okay.
There,
Thank
that
you.
should help you. Of course.
And with that, it is now Brandy's turn.
Fun times. I'm gonna go over to that freaking merfolk that just shot me with the fucking lightning, and I'm gonna take my short sword and try and stab him in the chest.
Roll your attack.
I'm mad.
Roll your
I'm
attack.
mad.
You do not have disadvantage
Good.
because short swords are one of the weapons that don't have disadvantage.
Alright. So that is a +16 +5 for the proficiency bonus. +3 for dex. So it's 16 +8.
You hit.
Yay.
Nice.
So that is a 1d6 plus. Wait, give me a moment. I gotta get my freaking die out. Wrong one. Damn it. Wrong one! Come on! Thank you. That is a 7. 7 points.
7 damage.
Yes.
Okay. Would you like to do anything else on your turn?
Let's see. Let me look at what I have. I am indeed a swashbuckler.
This is very true.
Okay, I'm gonna use Elegant Maneuver, starting at 13. You can use a bonus action on your turn to gain advantage on the next dexterity or strength check you make during the same turn. So I'm gonna use that, and I'm gonna try and you know what? Can I use a strength to hit my head against this merfolk and try and knock him out?
Go ahead, bottom.
I would say that, but you've already. I would let you do that, but you've already used your action.
I mean, it's a bonus action, isn't it?
But it doesn't the thing that gives you advantage on that also use your action? Or use a bonus action?
Oh
rather?
no! Wait, yeah, you're right. Never mind.
Yeah.
Sorry. I'll try that on the next
Like,
one.
I'd let you do it as a bonus action if you didn't already use your bonus action, but...
I mean, this is my bonus action. Like, the Elegant Maneuver is the bonus action.
Right.
So, it's my turn.
Alright. It is number 3's turn.
Scarlet's just like, I'm about to end this man's whole career.
Let's take a look at the spells he can do, because he seems like he wants to cast a bunch of spells. Ooh, that could be fun. Let's do that.
Yeah, just for the record, I'm out of range for counterspell.
So, I don't even think he has to move forward to do this. I'm gonna double check the range though. So, you see like you see like the water almost seem to like coalesce into like this cloud. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna have it pick. No, it's gonna target Treep. It doesn't like Treep for some reason. Coalesce into this like dark cloud above Treep. It's centered on Treep. And Treep is going to have to make a dex save. Motherfucker, where's my shit? Alright. Whatever. I know this. Which he is going to fail. But not too much damage. In fact, less damage than the normal attack. But longer range, so I guess it's worth it. And this one notably is staying a bit further back. Treep is definitely... Oh, I forgot the Treep would have disadvantage on that, but it doesn't matter.
I'm a dummy. Sorry, keep going.
So, a bolt of lightning comes down and, like, shocks Treep. Which seems like it shouldn't work, but magic is weird like that.
It's magic. You don't have to explain it. Shut
It's magic. You don't have to explain it. Shut up. And Treep just, if anything, seems more scared after that happens. Like, he's definitely... Like, he's managing to not run away, but you can kind of tell that he kind of fucking wants to. And it is now Pucker's turn.
Yeah, Puckers is still scared as shit, and he can't really fight, so he's gonna swim away.
No,
Swim
Fucker's
away!
baby.
Swim away!
Fucker's baby.
Let's hit that charisma saving throw at the end of his turn, then.
Yep. 1d20 minus 3. That's a 3.
Okay. Yeah, doesn't pass that.
Fuckers is just having a bad day.
We have a bad day. So, number 2. Brandy, you are now within enough range where you can melee attack either 2 or 1. Worth noting there. But number 2 is going to use that fancy attack that they've been doing on Scout again.
Let's see. Hang on. I'm looking at Uncanny Dodge right now. Is it attacking me or is it attacking Scout? I'm sorry.
It's attacking Scout.
Okay.
Oh no.
Yeah, sorry.
That is going to hit. Scout is going to take 27 more damage.
Oh no. Hey, 69.
Hey!
Hey.
Hey!
She's just like weakly does like some finger guns. Hey.
Nosh, you are now you yourself are no longer frightened, so what will you do?
Well, first off, I'm gonna cast haste on myself, which will double my movement speed and grant me access to 1 weapon attack for this turn, because I've used my first action to cast a spell.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna use that 120 feet of movement speed that I currently have now to swim up to the asshole who's attacking Scout and stab at him with my rapier. And since I have a
Nice.
swimming speed, I can make this without disadvantage.
You sure can.
Alright, so here's
21?
the dealio. I have to
21 hits, roll that
get-
damage.
Okay, so here's the dealio. I have to get off to go take my dogs to the groomers. If I can make it back on time, I will hop back in, okay?
Okay.
So, in this instance, Scout is bleeding out and she has to go swim back up to the ship.
Fair enough.
Because she's about ready to pass out. So, and with that, if I make it back, then she lives.
Can you toss down a
Yep. So here's what I'm gonna do before I go. She's going to swim over to Brandy, open up, and shove her bag in his hands. In there.
peanuts?
I made some potions. Use them
And I-
carefully.
And as you're doing this, Nosh rockets down and impales the guy, and you see the an arcane burst erupt from the rapier thanks to the power surge from the spell he countered earlier.
And with that, Scout will swim up to the surface.
Okay. Well, there's that. So, that was Nosh's turn, correct?
That
Yes.
was Nosh's turn. Oh, I still have movement speed, because that would have been like 60, 90 feet to get toward the guy.
Yes.
Doesn't that count as movement speed though?
I can still keep moving.
That would have been 60 feet, but keep in mind at this point you'd be provoking attacks of opportunity from both merfolk.
Hey, I have an armor class of 27 right now because of haste. good luck. I'll take that chance, and I'll use it to swim down past them.
Okay, let's...
Okay. Alright. So...
Both of them do wind up missing, so... You're good.
I'm fast as fuck, you bilge rats!
So, I guess... Yeah.
It's Merfolk 1's turn, who is in front of Brandy.
Come on. Come and try it. Come and try it. Come and try it!
Well, he's not moving away, but he is still attacking you. And you said your AC is 14, right?
Yeah. Can I use Uncanny Dodge?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
So that will have the damage.
Okay.
So you only take 13.
That's not bad.
It's not bad.
Alright.
And now, Scout is currently out of initiative. It is Brandy's turn.
Okay. I'm going to use my action to, let me see here. I wish I could tell which freaking skill that I had actually used reliable talent on. But I believe athletics was one of them. Whenever you make an ability check that lets you add your proficiency bonus, you can treat a d20 roll of 9 or lower as a 10. Okay.
It's
So-
anything that you have proficiency in.
Alright, so I'd like to be able to use my athletics, to, like, headbutt him, and try and knock him out, and for my last turn, the elegant maneuver, can I use advantage on that?
Does elegant maneuver last to the next round?
Oh, it's during the same turn. Never mind.
So you'd have to use it, like, if it's like once per rest, I'm gonna say that you didn't use it then because you couldn't do anything with it.
Yeah.
So you can use it now.
I'm gonna use that now. So let me just. All right, that is 15 plus 6, 21. 21 to hit.
21.
21.
And that is basically you doing an athletics, right?
Yeah, that's in athletics.
Okay. Doing a con save. Failed.
Are you knocked out, boy?
So you manage to knock out
Motherfucker
one-
right in front of me.
the motherfucker right in front of you.
Okay. And with
Good
that
job.
being said, with him down, I am going to use my bonus action to disengage.
That sounds like a good idea.
I'm gonna do it.
So you are disengaged.
Yes.
It is number 3's turn. Number
Actually,
3.
Yeah, no, go ahead. Sorry.
Number 3 still has Call Lightning up. Gonna target Treep again with that. of that lightning. Dex save from Treep. He fails. Gotta roll damage. That's not bad. That's actually worse than the previous one.
Oh,
That's
no.
actually... No, it's less damage than the previous one. Treep's looking a little bit hurt, but at the end of this, you see his skin get less pale, and he narrows his eyes. And he just looks to you and nods. It's like... And he says...
Who's you? Who's you?
You, Brandy.
Oh shit, son.
And he says, I'm coming over there to give you the breath.
He nods.
It's Pucker's turn.
Puckers is gonna hide like the little octopus bitch he is. How do I roll with advantage? Do I just put an ADV after?
Yes.
Okay. 19. To hide. Underwater camouflage.
Okay. All right. Making note of that roll. Go ahead and roll that charisma saving throw.
Nine.
Nope.
Like the fussy little octopus biatch he is.
So Merfolk number 2 and Treep go at the same time. Merfolk number 2 was targeting Scout. But Merfolk number 2...
Just got hit and run.
Well, Merfolk number 2 also has the ability to cast spells.
The ability to what?
The ability to cast spells.
Well, fuck.
He's going to try to cast his spell. Does anyone have a reaction they'd like to use in response to that?
I do. Counterspell.
Do it.
All right.
Do it. Do it.
You-
Do it.
He goes to like create another lightning cloud over Treep. And nothing.
I'll use a 4th level spell slot for this one. Just because I still want to preserve some of my 3rd level stuff.
Fair. And Treep takes his action at the same time. He's going to move towards Brandy.
I'm okay.
He's going to put a hand on Brandy's back. He's going to speak words that sound like complete and utter nonsense, but you know them to be the spoken version of a language that he can read, but technically can't speak unless he's casting spells. It's weird like that. Runic, basically. It's really only a written language. But it kind of it tells you what the incantation, but it kind of reveals the incantations to you, as it were.
Hashtag ampersand @
Yes, it's wingdings. It's wingdings.
It's not Thieves' Cant?
No, it's not Thieves' Cant.
Okay.
And I have to look up real quick how many points a sorcerer would spend on twinning this.
It's like 2.
I believe it's 2. Per spell level, so it'd be 2. Which means he has to take damage. Rolling 2d6. So you can see him kind of in pain as he does this. Both you and him have acid breath. And he still has his action. Are you still within dragon breath range?
Sorry, what?
Acid breath.
Yeah.
Where did acid? I'm sorry.
Dragon's
I zoned out
breath.
for a second.
Are
It's a
you
spell that you can cast on somebody else and then use as a weapon
Is-
attack.
Who's casting this at me? What?
No. Treep is
I'll clear this out
casting
of range if
Dragon's
that's what
breath.
you're asking.
Treep is casting Dragon's breath on you to give you the breath weapon.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Are you still within a 15-foot cone of those?
I don't know. I mean, I disengaged, so...
We'll say that you're only a little bit away since you didn't use your movement.
Only a little what?
Only a little ways away since you didn't use your movement.
Okay, yeah.
And that'll just work good. So he's gonna acid breath these fuckers. Just
Okay.
spit acid at them.
I apparently have acid breath now? What?
Yeah, for a minute.
Okay. When is my turn?
Your turn's coming up,
Okay.
and they have to make dex saves. Oh, that's a raw d20. You know what their dexterity is? A fucking joke. And it would be his spell save, by the way, on those dex saves, so don't worry about it. They're both gonna fail. And they take 3d6. So they each take 11 damage. Which is good. And that's Treep's turn. Now it's Nosh's turn.
I'm gonna nosh on these fools. I'm gonna rocket up to one of the suckers that just got ass blasted with the acid breath, and I'm gonna hit him with a booming blade.
Wait, I thought I had the acid breath. What?
You
He
both have
twinned
acid
the
breath.
spell
Oh.
so that both of you get the effect of the spell.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, continue. Sorry.
That'll be a 22 to hit.
That'll hit. Which one of them are you attacking, by the way? The one you just counterspelled, or...
The one of the two that got blasted with the acid breath.
But which one of them? Or wait, never mind. There was only one. Duh. Because their one was further back. I'm dumb. Because the other one's unconscious. As a matter of fact, we'll say he got failed death saves. So go ahead and roll your damage.
18 damage. Thunder.
18 thunder damage. Oof. Whoa.
And then I'm gonna hit him again with another weapon attack.
Sounds pretty cute.
That'll be a 19.
Roll your damage.
3.
Well,
And then I'm gonna use the rest of my movement speed to rocket the fuck away.
he does get an attack of opportunity.
Try it. I have an armor class of 27.
Nope, that doesn't work. So, and I need to update something on this initiative order. I apologize, because we have...
Appreciate it, because, like, I'm a little confused with this initiative order right now.
we have that. We may as well call Merfolk 1 number dead because it's Brandy's turn, and the Merfolk 1 is within acid breath range.
I am actually gonna do this. Okay, I have an idea. I'm gonna swing over to Merfolk number 1, who's knocked out, and I'm gonna lean my head in, give him a kiss, and then acid breath in his mouth.
Are you going to do this where you're also hitting Merfolk number 2 with the acid breath?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's fucking brutal.
That's brutal. That's brutal. So
You're using him as a focus, so you're blowing through his mouth, the acid goes through the back of his head and erupts out the back.
So, wow. Jeez. Treep is a little bit pink as he watches you do this.
I know that red means that he's embarrassed. Pink?
Infatuation.
Oh god, he's turned on by it!
So Merfolk 1 is just dead.
Merfolk 1's just
Be real.
dead. 2...
Merfolk 2,
Let
what
me-
do I have to roll for damage?
You don't have to roll any... Or you roll 3d6 for damage. Sorry.
Okay. Alright. So, what a memento por favor.
He did pass the save, but he still takes half. So,
Alright.
he got lucky.
10. 10 damage.
Did you... Okay, so you couldn't have rolled a 20, so that'll be...
No.
That'll be actually 5 damage because he takes half because he
Yeah.
passed the save. He's not looking great,
Good. I don't want him to look great.
but number 3 over there is looking a little bit more decent.
Does that scare them? I actually have to ask. Does that actually, like, give them the heebie-jeebies?
Roll an
Question,
intimidation
is it 2 or
check.
3? Is
Fuck
it 2 or
yeah!
3 that has the effect of Booming Blade on them?
It is 2.
And 2 was just... And 2 just had to make a dexterity saving throw?
Yes.
Would that not count as willingly moving?
No.
Huh.
Because it's mechanically moving to a different space.
I rolled 12 on the intimidation.
You rolled a 12 on the intimidation. I'm just gonna do
Yes.
I'm gonna do a quick... I'm just gonna do 1 charisma save for both, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait, no, I have to do 2, bitch, because one of them has higher charisma. Well, the one the one who was right, the one who you hit critted that, so he's fine. The other one got a 19, so he's fine. So they're like
They're
They're
more
not
pissed off
into-
at me than anything else.
they're pissed. But the one needs to use his action to utilize his Call Lightning's ability, which means Treep needs a dex save. Another fail. God, Treep, get it together, man.
He just keeps getting his ass zapped.
Yeah, he keeps getting his ass zapped, and not in a good way, like he likes. So he takes 20 more damage. Treep isn't looking great. But it's Pucker's turn. I can guess what Pucker's doing. Just go ahead and roll the charisma saving throw.
Yeah, I'm just gonna roll that saving throw. Yeah, that'll be a 7.
Nope. Merfolk 2 and Treep. Merfolk 2 is now focused on Brandy. He go and attack Brandy.
Okay. Alright. Can I uncanny dodge?
If he hits you, yes. That's a crit.
so yeah, uncanny dodge, please.
So you'll take 27 still, but
Ooh. I'm going to need my potion. That's 27, you said?
yes.
I'm gonna need my potion, like, real bad.
But it's also Troop's turn.
Mm-hmm.
And I know one thing I can have him do.
Blurgle, blurgle, blurgle.
Blurgle, blurgle, blurgle. Unfortunately, he can't really get both of them in that cone. And most of his other stuff requires an action. So he's just going to blurgle, blurgle, blurgle. He's gonna blurgle the fuck out of Merfolk 2. Try to get him down. Passes the fucking saving throw. God damn it. And not that much damage either on top of that. He's doing his best, but he's a little hurt. So he's definitely suffering a little bit. But it's Nosh's turn.
Right. Swimming back into beat the fuck out of you range.
That does mean an attack of opportunity from Merfolk 3.
I'm swimming back into attack. I'm attacking Merfolk number 2. Swimming toward and attacking Merfolk number 2.
Right, but Merfolk number 2 and number 3 are separated from each other. And you had said you moved.
I wasn't anywhere
back.
near either of them before.
Oh, you weren't? I apologize. I misunderstood where you were moving
My
to.
consistent strategy has been rocket in.
Okay,
do my
okay,
thing,
bro.
Fly away.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay. I said I misunderstood where you were.
All right.
You can drop it there.
Moving on. That'll be a nat 20.
So go ahead and roll that damage.
Right. 3d8 booming blade plus 2 because it's a plus 2 rapier. 18. I assume it's more.
It is 36 in that situation.
Is he still alive?
Yep. He's not looking very good.
Well,
He's-
it's a good thing I get a second attack.
I don't think the second attack is going to be enough to knock him out, but it's definitely going to...
Well,
Definitely
let's
gonna-
see about 24.
That'll hit. Roll damage.
7 damage.
Yeah, that's definitely not enough to knock him out, but...
And then I'm gonna kick off and swim another 30 feet back. At 35. Roll your attack of opportunity.
Nope. Does not breach that hefty AC.
Fucking wizard with an armor class of 27, make it stop! You can't stop the drop!
So it is now Brandy's turn.
Okay, I'm gonna disengage and use my one of the potions of greater healing that Scout gave me.
Mm-hmm.
Because I need it bad. How much? Okay, what's the die that I have to roll for that?
It's
Like for how much it heals?
44 plus 4.
4d4, correct?
Yeah. Yeah, plus 4.
Okay. Okay. Give me a moment. I gotta gather my dice. real freaking D&D player. And 1 and give me a moment. 2. I have it here, I swear. And 3. And I got the 4th one. Here it is. Right here. Here we go. Okay, so +4, correct?
Yes.
Got it. Okay. I apologize. Get out of your little cozy. Top quality stream, guys. Top quality.
Yeah.
Alright, got it. Alright, so 14.
You heal for 14.
Alright. So, there we go. That's my action and my bonus action used. So there we go.
Merfolk
Good
3's
thing.
turn. He really doesn't like Treep. He says something in Aquan. He tries to bring lightning down on Treep. Oh wait, no, that's Treep's. Fuck, that's Treep's deck save. That's right. Fuck me, he crit failed. So okay, not that bad. Not that bad. Like Treep is looking a little toasty.
No.
At the moment.
I don't want toast. I don't want toasted frog.
Fried frog leg.
No.
Pucker's charisma saving throw.
Yeah.
Their DC isn't that high. He can pass with a high enough roll.
That's
Nope.
a 5. At least
Nope.
he's burning through all my bad rolls.
It will wear off next turn though. So
Sure. You say that.
no, it actually will. There's a time limit.
She's just scared, little octopus.
Merfolk 2 isn't in melee range of either, or it isn't within 5 feet of either Brandy or Treep at the moment. It basically isn't within 10 feet, I should say, because of the reach, you know. So he's just going to have to move towards Brandy to attack him.
Okay.
+6. That'll hit.
I use uncanny dodge.
All right, so you only take 13.
Okay. Ah!
Treep's turn. I do feel like he tries. Oh, that's a cantrip he has. So this is gonna be weird. Actually, would this be stronger than the thing? No, it wouldn't. It's not worth it. He may as well just. Yeah, he's just gonna do more acid breath. Pass again. Fuck you. And I typed the wrong thing for the damage too.
Some rotten fucking luck.
Rotten fucking luck. Rotten lucking fuck. And bad rolls on the damage too. He like the guy takes a total of 4. That's booty. Treep's just not having a good time of it, and it's Nosh's turn.
Pardon.
Nosh?
Yes, indeed. So, back to the old grind! Number 2 is gonna get another booming blade.
This'll probably be enough to kill it.
14! Saving face because I have 2 allies, so 16.
That will hit. That'll just hit.
Saving face. 17 damage.
That is enough to knock out this merfolk.
And I'm gonna swim on over to number 3 and hit him with my regular weapon attack.
Okay.
Or try to. 23. That'll do it.
That'll do it.
Nosh, 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 Nosh.
And that'll be 6 damage.
That's fine.
Swim back about... how much movement speed do I have left? Damn, only had a grid. 35 feet if I can.
Okay.
Make your attacks of opportunity. I'm fast as fuck, boy.
Nope. That's not gonna do it.
I'm dancing around these bastards.
Well, there's only one of them now. So the good news is that it doesn't look like Brandy's gonna get hit too much anytime soon.
Good. I don't want to be hit anymore.
And it is Brandy's turn.
Good. I'm going to use my bonus action to hide.
Mm-hmm. Roll a stealth check.
And okay. Alright. That's not bad. No. That's a 24.
Okay.
And I'm going to use, I'm gonna go over and stab him with my dagger. So it's a sneak attack.
Had to make sure that he didn't see you. So go ahead and roll it with advantage.
Oh, I'm stealth, so he can't see me. I'm invisible.
Well, actually, I was rolling his perception versus your stealth.
Mm.
But he didn't beat it.
So you said that was with advantage, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so 16.
16 will just hit.
Okay.
Roll your sneak attack damage.
I don't have I don't have 68. Not 68. 8d6. So I'm gonna use my app. Sorry.
You can always roll it in here.
Yeah, you can always roll it with the bot.
I don't know how to use Appray, and I don't want.
Exclamation R, then the same as sidekick.
Okay, so that's 19 damage. Got it. I got it. It's good.
19 damage.
19 off of 8d6?
Yeah, 8d6. Sneak attack is 8d6.
19 damage.
Bro, back
It's
off.
okay. It's not your fault. It's the dice.
Bro.
You're fine.
So, it is now that Merfolk's turn. He's not happy at getting hit. He's getting hit now. At this point, he's going to start trying to swim away. Brandy, you get an attack of opportunity.
I'm going to take with my short sword. 18.
That'll hit. Roll your damage.
Okay. Is a 1d6 plus 3. . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . 8.
8 more damage, okay.
Yes.
But he does use his full movement, and then he uses his action to dash. So he gets 60 feet away. He does say something in Aquan. Treep translates for you. He says, he's going back towards the temple.
Probably to warn others inside.
He'll die before he gets the chance.
Pucker's turn. It does wind up. It does wear off at the end of the turn. So the effect. So no need to bother
Pucker
with the
is going to dash its way toward me and latch on to me.
Okay.
If it suffers, just sort of riding me,
Okay.
and then my turn, or Trip's turn.
Treep's turn. So Treep can
Trippy
use
turn.
his move to go forward 30 feet. That dude's not in acid breath range. Sadly. Is he in polymorph range? Like, that actually use a spell slot. No. Well, actually, yes, he is. So I could do that. But he's going to look to you, Brandy. He's going to be like, should we follow or should we stop him? Your call.
Stop him.
Right. So he gonna cast polymorph. He gonna use a fucking spell slot for it.
Mm-hmm.
Wisdom saving throw. His wisdom's actually pretty good.
Turn him into a starfish.
That's a fail. That's a fail on the part of the.
Is he a starfish now? Is he an enemy? Is he like... Is he a sea cucumber?
He turned him into a sea cucumber.
Wiggling helplessly.
Actually, I could be even worse.
Mm-hmm.
He turned him into a creature, into a rat.
No, but if they die, then they go back...
Oh wait, no, never mind. That wouldn't work. Yeah, sea cucumber is better. Okay, so you turned him into a sea cucumber. Wriggle, wriggle, wriggle.
Brandy is keeping all the dirty jokes to himself.
And we can kind of be out of combat at this point if we want to.
Yeah, Nosh is gonna rocket his ass down there, and he's gonna cleave the sea cucumber in twain.
You
with a
are.
booming blade. Yep.
Okay. You broke
Only
the.
18 to hit.
You hit.
broke the freaking polymorph, you dummy!
You broke the polymorph by destroying the creature.
I'm aware.
Yeah.
But it's 3d8, and he can't move, or he, takes more.
Okay, I guess we're not out of combat.
Yes.
19.
But that's the damage to the sea cucumber.
Yeah, and the rest
Just-
spills over.
I gotta look up fucking stats for a sea cucumber.
From motherfucking sea cucumber.
I mean,
You know, we'll say that a sea cucumber has 1 HP.
Hmm.
Just for the sake of simplicity and me not having to look up a bunch of shit on the fly.
Hmm.
That'll be a 6 on my second melee. Oh, on the.
Yeah, bro.
Fuck, no, I rolled that wrong. Okay, 28 to hit, 6 damage on the second melee attack.
Okay.
And I'm not swimming away this time.
Okay. Just kind of ruined the quick end to the fight. Brandy's turn. He's 60 feet away from... Actually, correction. He's like 90 feet away from Brandy.
Yeah, I would have just left him as a cucumber. Let him float down to the ground and live out the rest of his, hour as a sea cucumber.
Regular polymorph ain't permanent.
I know it's not. There's not really much that I can or want to do at this point. Because, I would have been perfectly content with leaving him as a sea cucumber, just putting him in the bag of holding once we got to the surface.
Or just putting him in the bag of holding then and there.
If I open the bag of holding, I'm taking in the entire ocean.
Well, about 500 pounds of the entire ocean.
I am not carrying 500 pounds of the entire ocean.
Of the fucking ocean!
No! Brandy's not going to be carrying the entire ocean in his pocket. I'm not doing it. I can't hit him from afar. Dash can only take me so much the rest of the way. My movement is 30 feet plus 60, which is the full 90, actually. So I could get up close to him.
You could get within melee range, but not be able to do anything to him when you're there.
Not be able to what?
You could get within the get to the full melee range, but not be able to do anything once you're there. Until your next turn.
I mean, I'd be using my bonus action to dash, and I haven't used my action at that point.
To move 90 feet, you would have to use you would have to use your move for 30, your bonus action for 30, and your action for 30.
Isn't my dash like an extra 60 feet?
No, your dash is equal to your movement speed.
Yeah, no, I'm staying put. I'm just freaking mulling over like we could have that happen. Oh! You know what? No. Better yet. I'm going to hang back and I'm gonna go over to treat freaking why did you not
Try?
Yeah, sure. And I'm gonna give him a potion of healing. Because he needs it just
Okay.
as much as I do.
2d4 plus 2.
Okay. By the way I'm gonna give it, same way that I gave the acid, but better and less yeah.
His skin reddens when you do that.
So that's 5.
All right. It's not a whole lot, but he's not in as critical of a condition.
Certainly feels a lot better.
Oh yeah. Definitely feels a lot better. So it's Merfolk 3's turn. Merfolk 3 is not a fan of...
Yeah. Not a fan of dying.
He's not a fan of... He's not a fan of any of this bullshit. He is going to try to run.
Oh, 3d8 then.
Roll 3d8.
That'll be 7 thunder damage.
Okay.
Oh, attack of opportunity, because I didn't swim away.
Yeah.
That's 22.
Okay. And you don't
5
get
more damage on top of that.
He is going to swim away another 60 feet, though. And it is now Pucker's turn.
Pucker is going to use its movement to swim 40 feet down after it.
Okay. Anything else?
No, that's Pucker's turn. Treep?
Treep is going to move 60 feet forward. He still doesn't look great, but he doesn't look quite as bad as he was a moment ago. He's going to look like, you could have at least waited for us to catch up. We had an hour.
Is that all?
Yes, we had an hour. We could have, like, all been surrounding it. And just wailed.
Aye, well, this one ain't getting away. And I'll swim down another 90 feet, cutting this guy off at the pass. And then I'll point a finger toward him, place my middle finger and thumb together.
Before you do that, I want you to roll a perception check.
You want me to what?
I want you to roll a perception check.
19.
About 60 feet away from where you are, you can see a point where it looks like there's almost a waterfall under the water.
Neat. Ah! Brine Lake!
Not quite, but it's a very interesting thing.
Yeah, well,
Like-
I'm focused on casting Disintegrate on this guy.
Okay.
That'll be a dex saving throw.
And what's your spell save DC?
17.
He's gonna fail that.
Yeah, so that'll be 10d6 plus 40. Do I even
Alright.
need to roll?
Yes.
$84. He's Ash.
He is Ash. He caught them all. He's Ash.
Snapped him out of existence.
You Thanos'd him. Congratulations.
Yes, I did.
So I presume you give time for Treep and Brandy to catch up now.
Now that the threats are dealt with, sure.
Like the Ash.
Hey, you know, just a word of advice here, buddy. You're skilled. Don't get me wrong. You really are. You got some talent. But work with the fucking group. Okay?
Sorry, I'm used to the folk that I'm working with being a bit more durable than that.
Okay, it's not about durability. You basically made it to where my spell slot was completely and utterly wasted. It wasn't, and I don't have a lot of those. I've explained that.
Sorry about that. But the threats are dealt with, and we can approach the temple at our leisure.
Great. Fantastic. I'd like to go to check up on Scout, make sure that she's okay.
I'd be in favor of that, considering I need to get some of me spell slots back.
Plus, we got some time before they start realizing that nobody's at the front door.
All in
Speaking of
favor
which,
of
where?
quick.
Speaking of which, where is the front door?
We can figure that out later. I'm gonna presume it's behind that undersea waterfall.
He looks over, and he's like, "That's not a what?" He like looks towards it. And it's like,
Methinks it be a sort of brine thing. Either that or
no,
magic.
no, it's not a brine. There's no water on the other side of that.
Oh. Well, how about that?
Yeah. It's very, very strange. Still, I suppose we should check up on Scout.
Hey, one quick jump back to the surface, and when he
I'll tell
swims
you what.
back...
I'll tell you what. Hang on. Time out. I'll tell you what. I'll go back and get her. I can get up there faster anyway.
Well, I mean, I want to recover some of my spell slots, and she's...
You can do that while you're inside, can't you? I mean, if you guys find a way to, like, you know, hide and find a place to, you know, stay, then I can go back and grab Scout.
At this point, Nosh will dismiss the haste spell so that he can just get it over with on the exhaustion front. Well, it's not really exhaustion, but it's a turn of inaction.
Yeah, okay. Look, Captain, it's your call. What do you want to do?
We know where it is now. We can go back up to the surface, possibly move the ship closer to it.
I'm in favor of that idea. It gives us a chance
Right.
to take a short rest.
Alright.
On the way up, Nosh is gonna coup de grace that other knocked out merfolk. Just stab him through. Double tap.
Okay.
That's violent, but alright.
I mean, to be fair, I gave I gave one of them like a freaking kiss of acid, so
Yeah, I saw
true,
that,
but
by the way. Real nice.
yeah, but that was hot.
I mean, if you're into that sort of thing, sure. I presume it would be.
So, Captain, you gonna hold my hand while we, you know, zoom back up to the surface, or what?
We don't zoom, we take short bursts. Don't get the bends.
I got a ring of water walk, and I can just walk right on up.
Aye, and I wonder how that'll go for you.
It'll go fantastic!
That's how water walk works. It'll go fine.
Oy. Well, I'll see you back on the ship.
Okay? So, he's gonna take Treep's hand and use the ring of water walk and just back up to the surface.
You guys do see that you guys are about 150, 180 feet away from the boat, going straight up.
Alright. Just start walking over there.
Yeah, and Sanriel kind of meets you halfway, as it were. A little bit more than halfway, but still. It's like, so you guys are back on the boat. We could like do some things waiting for Scout potentially, but she said probably won't make it unless it's like unless we get play for like 5 or 6 hours total, which we might end up doing, but probably not. I'm guessing that's a not.
Not if we can help it.
No.
Okay, so here's what I think would be a good idea then. I know technically this is supposed to be a one-shot, but considering the limited time, we can come back to this either next week or the week after.
I'd say the week after, because next week we're doing Altron.
Yeah.
Same bat time, same bat channel.
Yeah, and then we can finish this little excursion into the deep.
Alrighty.
I hope you guys enjoyed
Cool.
what we've got so far.
By that logic, are we taking a short or a long rest?
We'll say that it becomes a long rest. We'll say that like Treat just like passes out when they get out there.
All right, so I don't have to worry about my spell slots.
Nah, Treat doesn't have to worry about his either.
Brandy doesn't either because he doesn't have any.
So I hope you guys have enjoyed this, and I will see you guys. And we'll see you guys in 2 weeks. I will schedule the live stream to where in 2 weeks we can come back and finish up Deep Divers of Damuteki, which I guess is the 2-shot now. See you then.
Like,
Bang,
You know,
bang.
if you had any editing chops, you could say